This audiobook unveils the inner secret, the art of using visualization to create the reality you desire. As you listen, you'll discover how the seeds you plant in your mind grow into the life you live. Begin your journey to transformation today. The Inner Secret. Introduction. Throughout the ages, murmurs of divine wisdom have resonated in the chambers of mortal awareness. These timeless revelations, akin to hidden treasures yearning for discovery, possess the ability to elevate your life from mundane to magnificent. At this moment, you find yourself poised on the brink of such an illuminating revelation. The universe operates through immutable laws, as constant as the rising sun and as reliable as the changing seasons. Among these laws lies a truth so potent, so transformative, that those who grasp its essence hold the key to shaping their reality. This truth is the power of visualization, the bridge between thought and manifestation, between dreams and their fulfillment. Your mind, that sacred temple of creation, houses an ability far greater than you may realize. Within its chambers dwells the power to craft reality itself, to weave the tapestry of your experiences through the threads of focused thought and clear vision. This is not mere fancy, but a principle as old as consciousness itself. The ancient masters understood that what fills your mind shapes your world. When you close your eyes and paint a picture in your thoughts, you are not merely daydreaming, you are engaging in the first step of creation. Every great achievement, every wonder of the world first existed as a vision in someone's mind before manifesting in physical form. Think of your mind as a garden, and your thoughts as seeds. The images you nurture, the visions you hold dear, these are the seeds that will grow into the flowers of your reality. Through visualization, you water these seeds with the essence of your attention, allowing them to take root in the fertile soil of possibility. As you begin this sacred journey of discovery, remember that you are not learning something new, but rather remembering what your soul has always known. The power to shape your reality has always resided within you, waiting to be awakened. Part 1. Awakening the Visionary Within. Chapter 1. The Forgotten Power of Vision. In the fertile valleys of an ancient land lived a farmer named Ravi, who tilled the same patch of earth year after year, yielding only modest harvests. Each season, he scattered his seeds with little thought, unaware of the extraordinary richness that lay beneath his feet. One day, a wise woman passed by his field and observed his labors. "Your soil holds more wealth than the king's treasury," she told him, "but you plant without vision, without seeing the abundance waiting to burst forth." She taught him to hold each seed with reverence, to picture in his mind's eye the full glory of what it could become. The following season, Ravi planted with newfound awareness, visualizing magnificent crops as he worked. His harvest that year was unlike any before, the land responding to his awakened imagination. You, like Ravi, walk upon soil rich with potential. Your mind is a field of infinite possibility, waiting for the seeds of your desires to be planted with conscious intention. Each thought you nurture with visualization grows into the reality you experience. In the same tradition, there lived a sculptor named Maya, who spent her days transforming rough stone into works of beauty. Unlike others who saw only blank rock, Maya would sit quietly before each stone, her eyes closed, her mind alive with visions of the form waiting to emerge. "The masterpiece already exists," she would say. "I simply remove what conceals it." Those who watched her work marveled at how her hands moved with such certainty, as though guided by an unseen force. But Maya knew her secret. Before her chisel ever touched stone, she had already completed the work countless times in her mind's eye. These tales carry forward an ageless truth. Visualization is not merely an act of imagination, but the very foundation of creation itself. Just as Maya saw the finished sculpture within the untouched stone and Ravi learned to see abundant crops and newly planted fields, you possess this same creative power. Take a moment now to center yourself in stillness. Have beside you a blank page and writing instrument. Close your eyes and allow a single heartfelt desire to rise naturally in your awareness. Do not force or rush this process. Let it emerge like a flower opening to the sun. When your desire becomes clear, see it in your mind with the same precision Maya used to see her sculptures. Notice every detail, every nuance. Feel the emotions this vision stirs within you. Let yourself experience it as though it were already manifest. Now open your eyes and write down what you saw, capturing every vivid detail. Describe not just the outer form of your desire, but the feelings it awakens, the way it moves through your senses. This written vision becomes like Ravi's sacred seed, planted in the fertile soil of your consciousness, ready to grow into manifestation. Chapter 2: The Universe as a Mirror. In the ancient city of 1,000 reflections, a wanderer named Kamal found himself in a mysterious hall lined with countless mirrors. Each step he took multiplied infinitely in the endless reflections surrounding him. At first, his confusion and fear manifested in every direction, thousands of bewildered faces staring back. Yet as he paused to observe, he noticed something remarkable. When his expression changed, so too did every reflection. A slight smile curved his lips, and suddenly the hall filled with joy. His furrowed brow brought forth worry in every direction. In that moment, Kamal understood a truth as old as time itself. The world around him was but a mirror of his inner state. This wisdom echoes through the ages, speaking to you now. Your life circumstances, like those countless mirrors, reflect the thoughts and feelings you hold within. The law of correspondence whispers this truth: as within, so without. Every experience you encounter serves as a looking glass, revealing the contents of your inner world. High in the mountains, there lies a sacred lake so still that travelers often mistake the sky's reflection for the sky itself. A wise teacher once brought his students to this lake at dawn. Observe, he instructed, how the water mirrors the heavens perfectly when it is undisturbed. Yet cast a single stone, and the reflection distorts. The lake teaches us that when your mind is calm and clear, it reflects your truest desires with perfect clarity. But when troubled by doubt, fear, or confusion, these ripples distort the reflection of your intentions into the world. Your thoughts are not merely passive observers of reality. They are the very architects of your experience. Each thought you nurture casts ripples into the mirror of existence, creating the world you see before you. When you understand this principle, you hold the key to transforming your reality. Find a quiet moment with your journal. Close your eyes and let your awareness drift to a recurring thought that visits you often. It might be a worry that frequently surfaces, a hope that repeatedly blooms, or a belief that consistently shapes your choices. Now open your eyes and write this thought at the top of your page. Beneath it, explore how this thought has manifested in your current circumstances. Notice the subtle and obvious ways this inner pattern has created outer experiences. Write without judgment, simply observing the correspondence between your inner and outer worlds. This practice reveals the living connection between your thoughts and your reality, showing you the power you hold to reshape your reflection in the mirror of life. Chapter 3. Unveiling the Inner Eye. In the mountains of ancient wisdom lived a sage known for his peculiar practice. He wore a blindfold at all times. The villagers whispered that he had not removed it for decades, yet he moved through the world with grace and precision. When asked why he chose darkness over sight, he would simply smile and say, "To teach others how to truly see." As seasons passed, curious souls journeyed to his dwelling, seeking understanding. The sage would gather them in a circle and ask them to describe what they saw. They spoke of trees, mountains, and clouds. But when he instructed them to close their eyes and describe these same things, their words grew hesitant and unclear. "Now you begin to understand," the sage would say. "Your outer eyes have become a crutch, while your inner vision remains weak and untrained. The most powerful sight comes from within." The inner eye. This sacred instrument of creation exists within you now. It is the lens through which your desires take shape before manifesting in the physical world. Unlike mere daydreams that float aimlessly through consciousness, focused visualization harnesses this inner sight with purpose and power. In a distant valley lived a young girl named Maya who spent hours gazing at birds soaring overhead. While others saw only impossible dreams, Maya closed her eyes and felt every detail of flight. The wind beneath wings, the perspective from above, the freedom of the open sky. Through her inner eye, she not only saw herself flying but understood the principles that made it possible. Years later, she created flying machines that transformed her vision into reality. Your inner eye holds this same creative force. When you close your physical eyes and direct your attention inward, you access the workshop where all manifestation begins. This is not idle fantasy, but the focused channeling of creative energy that bridges the gap between imagination and reality. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Settle into a comfortable position and gently close your eyes. Allow your inner vision to create a pristine morning sky, still dark, but beginning to stir with the promise of dawn. See the first hints of light touching the horizon. Feel the peaceful stillness of this moment between night and day. As you watch with your inner eye, observe the sun slowly rising, painting the sky with gentle rays of gold and rose. Feel the warmth of these first light beams touching your face. Let this inner sunrise represent the awakening of your creative vision, illuminating all that is possible in your life. Take 3 deep breaths as you hold this image, allowing it to fill your inner sight completely. When you open your eyes, carry this reminder that your inner vision holds the power to birth new realities. Chapter 4. The Language of Feeling. In the heart of an ancient city lived a musician named Ravi, who played an instrument passed down through generations. Each evening, as the sun painted the sky in amber hues, he would sit in the town square and create melodies that seemed to emerge from the very fabric of existence. Those who listened spoke of hearing not just music, but the voice of their own souls reflected in his notes. You see, Ravi understood a truth that lies at the core of all creation, that emotion is the bridge between thought and manifestation. As his fingers danced across the strings, he poured not just skill but pure feeling into every note. The townspeople found their spirits lifted, their hearts opened, and their dreams awakened by these sacred sounds. Just as Ravi's music demonstrated, your visualizations gain power when infused with genuine emotion. Think of your desires as seeds. Thought plants them, but feeling makes them grow. In a distant village lived Amara, a potter whose vessels were sought after throughout the land. Unlike others who merely shaped clay with their hands, she shaped it with her heart. Each piece she created carried an essence that touched those who held them. When asked about her secret, she would say, "The clay remembers the love with which it is molded." As you craft your visions of the future, remember that you are both the musician and the potter. Your thoughts provide the framework, but your emotions give them life. When you combine clear visualization with authentic feeling, you create a resonance that the universe cannot help but answer. This truth echoes through the ages. Emotion is the language of creation. When your heart truly aligns with your vision, you create a magnetic force that draws your desires into physical form. Close your eyes and recall a moment of pure joy from your past. Let this memory fill your entire being. See the details, hear the sounds, but most importantly, feel the emotions as if you are there again. Notice how this feeling radiates through your body, how it lifts your spirit. Now, holding this vibrant emotional state, bring forth an image of something you wish to create in your life. Let the joy from your memory flow into this new vision, coloring it with the same bright energy. Feel the excitement, gratitude, and love as if your desire has already manifested. Breathe deeply as you maintain this emotional bridge between memory and vision for several moments. This practice trains your inner being to infuse your visualizations with the powerful fuel of genuine feeling. Chapter 5: Shifting from Doubt to Trust. In the days of old, there lived a sailor named Theron who navigated vast oceans guided only by the stars above. While others hugged the coastline, fearing the open sea, Theron understood that the same stars that guided ancient mariners would light his path. Night after night, he studied the celestial dance overhead, knowing that though invisible during daylight, these cosmic beacons remained constant. You too stand at the helm of your destiny, gazing into waters that may seem uncertain. Like Theron, you possess instruments of navigation, not just stars, but the inner compass of visualization. Yet doubt, like storm clouds, may obscure your view. Know that this uncertainty you feel is as natural as the tide. The masters of manifestation were not born with unwavering faith. They cultivated it, nurturing their trust in the unseen as carefully as a gardener tends precious seeds. High in the mountains, a young bird named Arya perched on a branch, watching her siblings take flight. Fear gripped her heart as she gazed at the vast, empty space before her. The wind whispered ancient wisdom. The air that seems empty will hold you up. Taking a breath, Arya spread her wings and leaped. In that moment of surrender, she discovered that the invisible currents were stronger than her doubts. Just as air supports the bird's wings, universal forces sustain your journey of creation. Your visualization practice may seem like stepping into empty space, but countless souls before you have discovered the solid reality of these unseen laws. When doubt circles like shadows, remember that even the most accomplished creators once stood where you stand. They too questioned whether their visions would manifest. Yet through persistent practice, they discovered that trust, like a muscle, grows stronger with use. Find a quiet space where you can be undisturbed. Settle into a comfortable position and take 3 deep breaths, allowing each exhale to release tension and doubt. Place your hand over your heart, connecting with the wisdom that resides within. With quiet conviction, speak these words: I trust the power within me to create my reality. Let this truth resonate through your being. Repeat this mantra slowly, 7 times, feeling its meaning deepen with each utterance. Allow your voice to carry the certainty of countless seekers who have walked this path before you. This practice serves as your anchor when waters grow rough, reminding you that the power to manifest has always dwelled within you, waiting to be acknowledged and embraced. Chapter 6. Breaking Mental Barriers. In a distant valley where mountains touch the clouds lived a pride of sheep with an unusual member among them. This young lion named Kai had been orphaned as a cub and raised among the flock. He walked with his head low, nibbled on grass, and bleated softly like his adopted family. Never had he roared, never had he felt the stirring of his true nature. You, like Kai, may have adopted beliefs that shroud your natural power. These thoughts, gathered through time, become the invisible walls of your perceived limitations. One day, Kai wandered to a still lake. As he bent to drink, his reflection rippled into focus. For the first time, he saw not the woolly creature he believed himself to be, but the majestic being he truly was. The shock of recognition awakened something deep within, a remembrance of his innate power. His first roar shook the mountains, and the sheep that had been his family scattered in fear. In the same way, your first glimpse of your true potential may startle those around you. The beliefs that bind you, I am not worthy, this is impossible, others know better, these are but wool pulled over your eyes. Consider the tale of Maya, a magnificent eagle who lived in an invisible cage. Though no bars restricted her movement, she would hop only within the confines of imagined boundaries. One day, a wise owl asked, "What keeps you here?" Maya had no answer. In that moment of questioning, the invisible bars dissolved, and she spread her wings to embrace the infinite sky. Your mind harbors similar invisible cages, thoughts that whisper, "Stay small, remain safe, don't dream too big." Yet like Maya, you need only question these limitations to begin dissolving them. The power of visualization remains dormant when trapped behind walls of doubt. Each limiting belief acts as a veil, obscuring the clarity of your inner vision. But just as Kai's reflection revealed his true nature, your practice of visualization can reveal yours. Take your journal and find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Light a candle if you wish, symbolizing the light of awareness about to shine on your limitations. Write at the top of the page, "The beliefs that no longer serve me." Let your hand flow freely as you list every limitation you've accepted as truth. With each one, close your eyes and create a vivid image of yourself breaking free from this constraint. See yourself as Kai, seeing his true reflection, as Maya taking flight beyond invisible bars. For each belief written, visualize its dissolution into light, replaced by an image of your unlimited potential. Feel the liberation in your body as each mental chain dissolves. This practice serves as your mirror of truth, reflecting not what you've been taught to be, but who you truly are. Chapter 7. The Vision and the Vibration. In the sacred halls of an ancient temple stood a magnificent bell, untouched by time. Many attempted to ring it, strong warriors, skilled musicians, even wealthy merchants who offered gold, yet it remained silent. Legend spoke that only one who understood the secret of pure vibration could awaken its voice. You possess within you a similar bell of manifestation. Like this mystical instrument, it responds not to force or external power, but to the pure resonance of aligned thought and feeling. A young mystic named Zara spent years studying the temple bell. She observed how the wind, birds, and temple chants created subtle vibrations in the air. One dawn, as she sat in deep meditation, her breath naturally fell into rhythm with the morning breeze. Her entire being became a living frequency, and without touching the bell, its deep tone filled the temple halls. The bell recognized in her vibration a matching note of truth. This ancient wisdom reveals how your visions manifest. When your thoughts, emotions, and energy align with your desired reality, the universe responds like that temple bell, naturally, effortlessly, inevitably. In another time, there lived two brothers who crafted musical instruments. The elder brother created a perfect tuning fork. One day, he struck it and held it in the air. In his workshop across the village, the younger brother watched in amazement as all his instruments began to hum in harmony, though no one had touched them. So it is with the power of your focused vision. When you hold a pure vibration of your desire, unwavering, undiluted by doubt, the universal forces naturally align to match your frequency. This is not mere coincidence, but the operation of cosmic law. Each thought you hold creates a vibration. Each emotion adds power to that frequency. When you align your entire being with your vision, you become like Zara with the temple bell, or the tuning fork that awakens distant strings. Find a peaceful space and settle into a comfortable position. Close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths, allowing your body to relax completely. Begin to visualize your desired outcome. See it clearly, but now add the dimension of energy. Imagine your body beginning to glow with a soft golden light, the exact frequency of your vision. Feel this light growing stronger, purer, more radiant. Let it expand until it fills your entire being. This is the vibration of your desire in its purest form. As this energy builds, sense how it radiates outward, touching everything around you, calling forth matching frequencies from the universe, just as the tuning fork awakened distant strings. Maintain this state for several minutes, knowing that you have become a living broadcast of your vision's energy. Chapter 8. The Seed of Creation. In a hidden valley where ancient mysteries still whisper their secrets, there lived a gardener named Maya, who received a luminous seed from a passing sage. Unlike ordinary seeds, this one pulsed with an inner light that changed colors with Maya's thoughts. When her mind was clear and focused, the seed glowed with brilliant gold. When doubt clouded her thoughts, its light dimmed. You too hold such seeds of creation within your mind. Each visualization you nurture is like Maya's magical seed, responding to the quality of your attention and care. Day after day, Maya tended her seed. She learned that just as a garden requires the right conditions to flourish, her seed needed the perfect blend of intention and patience. She created a special ritual. Each morning she would sit with the seed, holding it in her palms while maintaining a clear image of the magnificent tree she knew it would become. Under her devoted care, the seed sprouted into a tree that bore fruit of pure light, nourishing all who came to rest in its shade. In another land there lived an artist named Raven, who discovered she could bring her paintings to life, but only when she first sketched them with absolute clarity. She learned that hasty drawings remained lifeless on the canvas, while those crafted with precise intention and detail sparked with vitality. Before touching brush to canvas, she would spend hours perfecting her sketches, ensuring every line aligned with her vision. These tales mirror the art of visualization. Like Maya's seed, your thoughts respond to the clarity of your intention. Like Raven's sketches, your visions must be crafted with precision before they can manifest in the physical world. The quantum field, the fertile soil of all possibility, awaits your clearly formed intentions. Each visualization you plant must be tended with the same devotion Maya showed her seed, detailed with the same precision Raven brought to her sketches. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Sit comfortably and take 3 deep breaths, allowing your body to settle into stillness. Cup your hands before you, as if holding something precious. Visualize a small seed of pure light forming in your palms. This seed contains your deepest desire. See this seed beginning to pulse with golden light, growing stronger as you focus your intention. Feel its warmth in your hands. Watch as it responds to your thoughts, glowing brighter as you bring crystal clarity to your vision. Now imagine planting this radiant seed in the fertile soil of the universal field. See it taking root, nourished by your focused attention. Feel the certainty that, like Maya's seed, it will grow into magnificent manifestation. Maintain this visualization for several minutes, knowing that you have planted your intention in the quantum garden of infinite possibility. Chapter 9. Your vision is your compass. In the ancient scrolls of the East, there is told a tale of Akira, an explorer who ventured into uncharted territories without traditional maps or instruments. Instead, she carried something far more precious, an inner compass that responded not to magnetic north but to the power of her visualized destination. You possess this same inner guidance system. Like Akira, you have the ability to navigate life's journey through the power of clear vision. When others questioned Akira's methods, she would simply close her eyes, hold her destination firmly in mind, and feel an unmistakable pull toward her chosen path. As you walk your own path, remember that visualization serves as your internal navigation system. Just as Akira trusted her inner compass, you too can rely on the clarity of your vision to guide your choices and actions. In the coastal regions of the West, there stands a lighthouse with a unique story. Its keeper, an old soul named Thaddeus, discovered that the lighthouse's beam grew stronger or weaker, depending on the clarity of his thoughts. On nights when his mind was focused and his purpose clear, the light would pierce through the densest fog, guiding countless ships to safety. But when his thoughts scattered like leaves in the wind, the beam would dim, leaving vessels to wander in uncertainty. This truth extends beyond the realm of story. Your visualizations act as a lighthouse, illuminating the path ahead. When your vision is clear and unwavering, it cuts through the fog of doubt and confusion, showing you the way forward. When your focus scatters, the path becomes harder to discern. The universe responds to the clarity of your vision just as the ocean's waters reflect the lighthouse's beam. Each time you visualize with precision, you strengthen the light that guides your journey. Settle into a space of quiet contemplation. Take 3 deep breaths, allowing each exhale to release any tension or uncertainty. Close your eyes and imagine standing at the beginning of a path. Before you, darkness stretches into the distance. As you focus your thoughts on your desired destination, watch as points of light begin to appear, one by one illuminating the way forward. See these lights growing stronger, forming a clear and brilliant pathway. Feel the certainty of each step as the illuminated path reveals itself before you. Notice how the light responds to your focused intention, growing brighter as your vision becomes clearer. Let this illuminated path anchor itself in your mind, knowing it will guide you whenever you need direction. Hold this image for several minutes, feeling the deep connection between your vision and your path forward. Chapter 10. Awakening the Creative Current. In the valleys of time, where wisdom flows like water, there exists a tale of a river named Amara. From its humble beginnings as a mountain spring, Amara possessed an innate knowing, a deep understanding that its destiny lay in union with the vast ocean. Through meadows and forests, around boulders and through canyons, Amara moved with unwavering purpose, never doubting its path despite the obstacles that arose. You, like Amara, carry within you a creative force that knows its destination. This power flows through you, seeking expression in the physical world through the images you hold in your mind. When you align with this creative current, your visualizations become charged with the same unstoppable energy that guides rivers to the sea. In the artistic quarter of an ancient city lived Kamal, whose brushstrokes transformed the ordinary into the extraordinary. Where others saw crumbling walls, Kamal perceived patterns of light and shadow dancing across weathered stone. In fallen leaves, he recognized nature's masterpiece of color. Through his eyes, even the simplest moments revealed divine beauty waiting to be expressed. Your creative essence mirrors Kamal's vision. Within you dwells the same ability to perceive and manifest beauty, to transform thought into reality through the power of visualization. Each image you hold in your mind becomes a brushstroke on the canvas of existence. The creative force flowing through you seeks expression just as surely as water seeks its level. Through visualization, you open the channels for this energy to flow freely, allowing it to shape your reality according to your deepest intentions. Find a quiet moment and gather paper and writing materials. Create a space that invites your creative spirit to emerge freely. Begin by closing your eyes and taking 3 deep breaths, allowing your analytical mind to settle into stillness. Feel the creative energy rising within you, like a spring bubbling up from the depths of the earth. Now open your eyes and let your hand move across the page, whether through words or images, giving form to your vision of your ideal life. Don't judge or restrict. Let your creative force flow naturally, like water finding its path. Draw or write about the life you wish to create, including every detail that brings you joy. Let your vision take shape organically, knowing that each stroke or word carries the power of creation. Continue until you feel your vision has been fully expressed on the page. This becomes your sacred document, a physical manifestation of your creative power, and a tool for focusing your visualization practice. Part 2: Mastering the Art of Visualization. Chapter 11: The Secret Blueprint of Reality. In the ancient city of stone and wisdom lived Alessandro, a master architect whose vision transformed mere sketches into soaring monuments of beauty. Each morning he would sit before his drafting table, carefully crafting every arch, column, and spire of what would become the city's greatest cathedral. His fellow craftsmen marveled at his attention to detail, for Alessandro knew that each line drawn would guide the placement of stone. Each measurement would determine the strength of the foundation. You, like Alessandro, are the architect of your existence. Every thought you hold shapes the blueprint of your life. Every image you maintain guides the universal forces that construct your reality. The precision with which you visualize determines the clarity of what manifests. In the quieter corners of the same city dwelled Sophia, whose skilled hands transformed shapeless clay into vessels of profound beauty. Before touching the clay, she would close her eyes and see the finished piece in perfect detail, its curves, its texture, its purpose. Only when the vision was complete would her hands begin their dance with the clay, bringing forth what already existed in her mind. The universe responds to your visions as clay responds to the potter's hands. When you hold a clear image of what you desire, the forces of creation begin to shape circumstances and opportunities to match your mental blueprint. Like Sophia with her clay, you must first see clearly what you wish to create. Your thoughts are the architect's plans, your visualizations, the detailed drawings that guide the universal forces in manifesting your desires. Each detail you include adds substance and structure to your creation. Each emotion you infuse breathes life into your vision. Find a peaceful moment as the day draws to a close. Settle into a comfortable position and allow your breath to become steady and deep. Close your eyes and begin to craft the blueprint of your ideal day. See yourself waking in the morning feeling precisely as you wish to feel. Notice the quality of light, the textures of your surroundings, the sounds that greet you. Move through this day in your mind with an architect's precision. What do you wear? How do you move? Who do you meet? What do you achieve? See each detail with clarity, as if designing the most magnificent cathedral of your life. Feel the emotions that arise as you live this day in your mind. Let joy, satisfaction, and gratitude infuse every moment of your vision. Hold this blueprint in your consciousness, knowing that like the architect's plans, it contains the power to shape reality. Maintain this practice for several minutes, allowing your blueprint to become clear and detailed in your mind's eye. Chapter 12. Clarity is Power. In the heart of an ancient marketplace, a master jeweler named Karim spent his days transforming rough stones into gems of extraordinary beauty. Each morning, as light filtered through his workshop windows, he would hold a diamond in his weathered hands, studying its hidden potential. With unwavering focus, he made precise cuts, each movement deliberate and purposeful, until the stone's true brilliance emerged. You possess this same ability to transform the raw material of your desires into dazzling reality. Like Karim with his diamonds, your visualization must be precise, each facet of your dream carefully defined. When you allow your vision to remain rough and unpolished, its power diminishes, much like a diamond left uncut. In a distant mountain monastery, there lived an archer named Jin who never missed his mark. Those who watched him practice noticed that before each shot, he would stand perfectly still, his eyes fixed upon the target as if nothing else existed in the world. When asked about his secret, Jin revealed that in his mind, the arrow had already struck its mark before he released the bowstring. The universe responds to clarity as surely as an arrow flies to its target. Your thoughts, when focused with the precision of Jin's aim, become arrows of intention that pierce through the veil of possibility. Yet when your vision wavers, like an archer with unfocused eyes, your manifestations scatter to the winds. To manifest with power is to cut away everything that does not serve your vision. Each detail you clarify becomes a facet that catches the light of possibility. Each specific attribute a surface that reflects your intention back to the universe. Vague wishes create shadowy results, but crystalline thoughts birth brilliant realities. Take the vision you have previously held in your mind. Now, like Karim with his diamond, examine it from every angle. In your journal, begin to cut away the rough edges of generality, revealing the specific brilliance within. Write with precision. If you envision a home, detail its rooms, its windows, its gardens. If you see a new career, describe your daily tasks, your colleagues, your achievements. Like the jeweler's careful cuts, let each word sharpen and define your desire. Note the exact feelings you experience in this vision. Not merely joy, but the particular quality of your happiness. Not simply success, but the specific sense of accomplishment that comes with your unique achievement. Continue refining until your vision sparkles with clarity, each facet precisely defined, each aspect carefully considered. Hold this polished image in your mind, knowing that like a perfectly cut diamond, its power lies in its precision. Chapter 13. Visualizing in the Present Tense. In a sun-drenched studio high above the bustling streets, a painter named May stood before her canvas. While others saw only blank white space, she saw her masterpiece already complete in vivid detail. As her brush touched the canvas, she worked not to create, but to reveal what she knew already existed. With each stroke, she brought forth the painting that lived in her mind, treating it not as a future possibility, but as a present reality. You too must learn to see your desires not as distant dreams, but as current truths awaiting expression. The power of now draws forth manifestation with magnetic force. When you project your desires into some far-off future, they remain forever on the horizon, always approaching but never arriving. In the grand concert halls of Vienna, a violinist named Anton practiced alone each morning, yet in his mind, he played before thousands. He felt the warmth of the stage lights, heard the rustle of the audience, and moved with the energy of a full performance. When his moment finally came to step onto the actual stage, he simply continued what he had already been doing, playing for thousands. And the universe responds not to what you hope will be, but to what you accept as already true. When you stand in the energy of your fulfilled desire, treating it as present reality rather than future possibility, you align with the creative force that manifests all things. To live in the end result is to inhabit the energy of your desire now. Feel the joy, the satisfaction, the peace of your manifestation as if it already surrounds you. Let your body respond to this truth. Your emotions align with this reality. Your senses embrace this present moment of fulfillment. Find a quiet space where you can fully immerse yourself in this experience. Close your eyes and step into the reality of your fulfilled desire. Experience it not as something approaching, but as something that surrounds you now. Feel the textures of this reality against your skin. Hear the sounds that fill this moment. Breathe in the sense of your manifested life. Let your body respond naturally to this environment you now inhabit. Notice the emotions flowing through you, not as hoped-for feelings, but as current experiences. Allow yourself to fully embody the person who lives this reality. Move as they move, speak as they speak, think as they think. Remain in this space of present fulfillment, letting every cell of your being attune to the frequency of your manifested desire. This is not a dream of tomorrow, but the truth of your now. Chapter 14. The Magic of Sensory Details. In a small village tucked away in the mountains, a chef named Raphael spent his days recreating the tastes of memory. Each morning, he would close his eyes and transport himself back to his grandmother's kitchen. The aroma of fresh herbs, the sizzle of olive oil, the warmth of freshly baked bread. These sensations lived within him as clearly as the day he first experienced them. Through this complete sensory immersion, he brought forth dishes that carried not just flavor but the very essence of his cherished memories. You possess this same ability to bring your visions to life through the gateway of your senses. When you engage all 5 senses in your visualization practice, you speak directly to the deepest parts of your mind, which knows no difference between vividly imagined experience and physical reality. In the dense forests of South America, an explorer named Sophia lost her sight temporarily after an accident. Yet in her darkness, she discovered an extraordinary truth. As she sat in her tent each evening, she would imagine the jungle around her with such sensory richness that her mind filled with vibrant life. She felt the humid air on her skin, heard the symphony of birds and insects, smelled the rich earth and tropical flowers, and sensed the texture of leaves beneath her fingers. When her sight returned weeks later, she found the real jungle matched her inner vision with stunning accuracy. The universe responds most powerfully to visualizations that engage your entire being. When you see only with the mind's eye, your vision remains distant and abstract. But when you allow yourself to hear, feel, smell, and taste your desired reality, you create a bridge between imagination and manifestation. Find a peaceful space where you will remain undisturbed. Close your eyes and prepare to walk through your dream home, letting every sense awaken to this experience. Begin at the entrance. Notice the solid feel of the door handle in your grip, its temperature and texture. As you step inside, let your eyes take in the colors, the play of light and shadow, the arrangement of space before you. Listen to the sounds that fill this space, perhaps the gentle hum of activity, the whisper of a breeze through open windows, or the peaceful silence of sanctuary. Let your nose detect the subtle fragrances, fresh flowers, polished wood, or the crisp scent of clean linens. As you move through each room, trail your fingers along surfaces, feeling textures, smooth countertops, soft fabrics, plush carpets. Experience the temperature on your skin, the way your feet feel as they carry you through this space that is perfectly yours. Remain fully present to every sensation, allowing this multi-sensory experience to imprint itself deeply in your consciousness. Your dream home exists not just in thought, but in the full spectrum of sensory awareness. Chapter 15. Feeling it into existence. In a village renowned for its metalwork, there lived a blacksmith named Kaiden, whose creations seemed to possess a mysterious vitality. While other craftsmen produced serviceable tools and implements, Kaiden's work radiated an inexplicable warmth. Those who wielded his tools spoke of how they seemed to extend naturally from their hands, as if alive with purpose. The secret lay not in his technique, but in the love he poured into every piece. As his hammer struck the glowing metal, Kaiden infused each blow with gratitude and joy. His workshop became a sanctuary where emotion and matter merged, where the fire of his passion transformed raw metal into living art. You too possess this power to infuse your visualizations with the transformative energy of emotion. When you pair your mental images with genuine feeling, you create a magnetic force that draws your desires into physical form. Just as heat makes metal malleable, emotion makes reality flexible to your intentions. In the hills beyond the village lived Maya, a gardener whose plants flourished beyond all natural expectation. While others nurtured their gardens with water and sunlight alone, Maya added something more. She sang to her plants with pure love and devotion. Visitors noticed how her flowers bloomed more vibrantly, her fruits grew sweeter, and her vegetables more abundant than any others in the region. Maya understood what many forget, that life responds to the energy of emotion. Her songs carried not just melodies, but the vibrations of joy, care, and appreciation that resonated with the very essence of growth and abundance. And this truth extends to all creation. Your visualizations, when charged with authentic positive emotion, become powerful seeds of manifestation. Like Maya's songs and Kaiden's hammering, your feelings infuse your mental images with life-giving force. Settle into a comfortable position and close your eyes. Bring to mind a future event you deeply desire to experience. Perhaps it's a moment of achievement, celebration, or profound connection. As this scene forms in your mind, begin to awaken the emotions that naturally arise with it. Feel the surge of excitement coursing through your body. Let joy bubble up from your heart, spreading warmth through your chest and into your limbs. Allow gratitude to well up within you, as if this moment is already happening. Feel the natural smile forming on your lips, the lightness in your shoulders, the energy tingling in your fingertips. Immerse yourself fully in these positive emotions, letting them amplify and energize your vision. Like Kaiden at his forge and Maya in her garden, let your feelings transform your visualization into a living force of creation. Chapter 16. The Visualization Ritual. In the mountains of the east there lived a monk named Zhen, who discovered the transformative power of sacred ritual. Each morning, as the first light touched the temple steps, he would sit in the same spot, close his eyes, and enter a state of deep communion with his innermost vision. Through this unwavering practice, he transformed himself from a troubled soul into a beacon of wisdom and peace. You hold within you this same capacity for transformation through devoted practice. Like the daily rising of the sun, your visualization ritual becomes a sacred appointment with your highest potential, a time when you align your inner world with your deepest aspirations. Zhen's practice was simple yet profound. He understood that the mind, like a garden, requires daily tending. Each morning's meditation planted seeds of intention that, over time, grew into the flourishing garden of his realized vision. Your own daily practice holds this same creative power. In a distant valley, a dancer named Amara practiced her art with similar dedication. Each day, without fail, she would enter her studio as the morning mist still clung to the windows. There, in perfect solitude, she would rehearse the same movements with unwavering focus. Through this daily devotion, her dance evolved from mere movement into pure poetry. The power of Amara's transformation lay not in the complexity of her practice, but in its consistency. Each day's rehearsal built upon the last, like layers of silk, forming a tapestry of mastery. So too will your daily visualization practice weave the fabric of your desired reality. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. This will become your sanctuary of transformation. Settle into a comfortable position, allowing your body to relax and your mind to quiet. Set aside 10 minutes, no more, no less. This time is sacred, dedicated solely to nurturing your vision. Close your eyes and begin to breathe deeply, letting each breath carry you deeper into a state of peaceful focus. Choose one goal, the dream that resonates most deeply in your heart. See it with crystal clarity, as if watching it unfold on a screen before you. Notice every detail, every color, every sensation. Hold this vision steadily in your mind's eye, letting it fill your awareness completely. Feel the reality of it, the truth of it, as if it exists already in this moment. Maintain this focused state for the full 10 minutes, gently bringing your attention back to the vision whenever it wanders. Like Zhen in his morning meditation and Amara in her daily practice, let this ritual become your bridge between vision and reality. Chapter 17. The Power of Letting Go. In the heart of an ancient garden, a young child named Maya clutched a brilliant blue butterfly in her small hands. Though her grip was gentle, the butterfly remained still, its wings pressed close. Only when she opened her palms to the sky did the creature take flight, dancing on the wind with breathtaking grace. In that moment of release, Maya witnessed the true beauty she had sought to possess. This truth echoes through the ages. That which we hold too tightly slips from our grasp, while that which we release returns to us transformed. Your desires, like Maya's butterfly, require freedom to manifest in their fullest splendor. The universal forces that govern creation operate with perfect wisdom, yet they cannot flow through clenched hands or a grasping mind. When you release your attachment to how your vision must unfold, you allow these forces to work their magic unimpeded. In a distant land, a traveler named Ravi searched desperately for water across an arid plain. For days he wandered, growing weaker with each step, his mind fixed on finding an oasis. Exhausted, he finally collapsed beneath a tree, surrendering his search. As his body relaxed into the earth, his ears detected a sound he had missed in his frantic seeking, the gentle murmur of an underground spring flowing beneath his feet. Like Ravi, you may find that your deepest desires manifest not through force or desperate seeking, but through the art of conscious surrender. This is not resignation or abandonment of your dreams, but rather a profound trust in the wisdom of the universe to bring your vision to life in ways that may surpass your imagination. The power of letting go lies in understanding that your role is to plant the seed of intention through clear visualization, then step back and allow it to grow. Just as a farmer cannot force a seed to sprout by pulling at its shoots, you cannot force your desires into being through attachment and control. Find a quiet moment and settle into a peaceful state. Bring to mind your cherished vision, seeing it with perfect clarity in your mind's eye. Feel its reality, its truth, its beauty. Now imagine this vision as a glowing orb of light in your hands. Feel its warmth, its potential, its promise. Take a deep breath and with complete trust, open your hands to the sky. Watch as a gentle breeze carries your vision upward, releasing it to the infinite wisdom of the universe. Feel the lightness and peace that comes with this surrender, knowing that what is truly meant for you will return in its perfect form and time. Chapter 18, Breaking Free from the How Trap. In the tales of old, there lived a wise sailor named Kai, who understood a truth few others had grasped. While other vessels fought against contrary winds, exhausting themselves in futile struggle, Kai learned to dance with the wind's wisdom. He adjusted his sails not to force his way forward, but to work in harmony with the unseen currents that guided his journey. You too stand at the helm of your vessel, navigating the waters of manifestation. Like Kai, you must learn that the how of your journey may not follow the straight line you imagine. The universe operates through infinite channels, many beyond your current vision. When storms arose, other sailors cursed the sky and battled the waves, but Kai remained serene. He understood that sometimes a storm's detour leads to treasures undreamed of, and that resistance only depletes precious energy. Through this trust, he discovered passages and ports that no map had ever shown. High in the misty peaks, a mountain climber named Arya embarked on her ascent to the summit. She carried a detailed map plotting every step of her journey. Yet as she climbed higher, the terrain refused to match her careful plans. In that moment of uncertainty, she faced a choice: cling to her rigid expectations or listen to the subtle whispers of intuition. Choosing trust over control, Arya set aside her map. She began to read the mountain itself, the way the moss grew, how the birds flew, the patterns in the rock. Following these natural signs, she discovered a path more direct and beautiful than any she could have planned. You too must learn to trust the wisdom that surpasses understanding. When you release your grip on the how, you open yourself to possibilities beyond imagination. The universe holds perspectives you cannot see from where you stand. Take your journal and write down where you feel stuck in the details of how your desires must manifest. Perhaps you insist a goal must come through a specific person, or that success must follow a particular path. Now transform each statement of control into one of trust. From, I must figure out exactly how to make this happen, to, I trust the universe to reveal the perfect path. From, this can only work if... 2. I remain open to unexpected miracles. Let each new statement release you from the burden of needing to control every detail, opening your heart to the infinite wisdom that guides all things. Chapter 19. Dreaming with Divine Guidance. In a village where art and spirit intertwined, there lived an artist named Luna, who discovered the language of stars in her dreams. Each night, celestial patterns would dance through her consciousness, leaving traces of divine geometry that she would later weave into her creations. Her paintings spoke of truths beyond earthly understanding, touching those who gazed upon them with an inexplicable knowing. You possess this same connection to universal wisdom, though you may have forgotten. Like Luna, your visualizations can arise not just from personal desire, but from alignment with divine inspiration. When you quiet your mind and open your heart, the universe speaks through symbols, feelings, and gentle nudges of intuition. Luna's art transformed when she surrendered to this higher guidance. Rather than forcing her vision, she allowed the celestial patterns to flow through her brush, creating works that resonated with a power beyond her own understanding. Her story teaches that true manifestation emerges from partnership with the divine. In the mountains of ancient wisdom lived a sage named Wei, who spent his days listening to messages carried on the wind. While others heard only rustling leaves, Wei perceived the subtle language of the universe. Through this deep listening, he guided many to their true paths, showing them how their personal visions aligned with a greater purpose. You too can access this wisdom. When you approach visualization as a sacred dialogue with the universe, your desires align naturally with the highest good. Like Wei, you need only attune yourself to the whispers of divine guidance that surround you always. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths, allowing each exhale to carry away the noise of daily life. In this sacred silence, ask the universe to guide your visualization. Picture yourself surrounded by gentle golden light. Feel its warmth and wisdom flowing through you. Now bring to mind your heart's desire. Rather than forcing the details, allow the divine light to illuminate the highest vision for your path. Sit in this space of co-creation, knowing that universal wisdom flows through you, shaping your visualization with perfect clarity. Trust that as you align with this higher guidance, your Chapter 20, From Vision to Reality. In the heart of an ancient valley, there lived a weaver named Amara, whose fingers danced with golden threads each day. While others created simple cloths, she wove elaborate tapestries born from her dreams, scenes of majestic mountains, flowing rivers, and celestial gardens. Yet for many years, these visions remained trapped within her woven works, until she discovered a profound truth. You, like Amara, may hold beautiful visions within your mind, yet the universe speaks through action, transforming ethereal dreams into tangible reality. Each morning, Amara began taking one small step toward manifesting her tapestry scenes in the physical world. She planted seeds where she had woven gardens, carved paths where she had threaded mountain trails, and channeled streams where she had spun silver waters. In the distant reaches of an ancient kingdom, there lived a master builder named Kai, who dreamed of connecting 2 lands separated by a vast canyon. While others saw only impossible depths, he envisioned a magnificent bridge spanning the divide. Yet his vision alone did not create the connection. It was his dedication to laying each stone, one after another, guided by the blueprint in his mind. The power of visualization flows through your hands when you take inspired action. Like Kai, you must become the bridge between your inner vision and outer reality, Each action, no matter how small, creates a foundation for greater manifestation. These tales reveal an eternal truth. Visualization ignites the spark of creation, but inspired action fans the flame into living reality. When you align your efforts with your vision, you become an instrument of manifestation, working in harmony with universal forces to bring forth your desires. Find a quiet moment and bring your vision clearly into focus. Feel its energy coursing through you, seeking expression in the physical world. Now, with pen and paper, allow your intuition to guide you toward 3 small, practical steps you can take today. Write these actions down with purposeful intention, knowing that each one builds a bridge between your inner vision and outer reality. Choose steps that resonate with both your heart and practical wisdom, actions that feel both inspiring and achievable. Trust that as you take these aligned actions, the universe responds by opening new pathways and opportunities. Your commitment to movement, however small, signals your readiness to receive. Part 3. Living the Inner Secret. Chapter 21. Becoming the Visionary Creator. In a quiet village nestled among ancient hills, there lived a potter named Maya, whose hands held the power to breathe life into formless clay. Each morning, as the sun painted the sky in golden hues, she would sit at her wheel and begin her sacred dance of creation. Through her touch, ordinary clay transformed into vessels of extraordinary beauty, not merely containers, but embodiments of divine inspiration. You possess this same creative force within you. Like Maya's hands upon the clay, your thoughts and actions shape the substance of your reality. The universe has bestowed upon you the power to mold your circumstances, to transform the raw material of your life into a masterpiece of your own design. In the rolling hills of a distant land, there lived a shepherd named Kamal, who inherited a plot of barren earth. Where others saw only dust and stone, he envisioned verdant meadows and flowing streams. Day by day he tended the land, planting seeds of possibility in the harsh soil. Through his unwavering vision and dedicated care, the wasteland slowly transformed. First came the grass, then wildflowers, then trees. Soon birds nested in the branches and springs burst forth from the earth. What was once lifeless became a paradise, born from his choice to embrace his role as a creator. This power of conscious creation flows through you as surely as blood flows through your veins. Every thought you nurture, every action you take, ripples through the fabric of your reality. You are not merely a passenger in life's journey. You are the artist painting upon its canvas, the sculptor shaping its form. Take your journal and find a quiet space where you can reflect undisturbed. Close your eyes and allow your mind to drift back through the pathways of your life. Notice the moments where your choices, thoughts, and actions have shaped your reality. Open your eyes and begin to write, documenting 5 specific instances where you have witnessed your creative power in action. Perhaps it was a relationship you nurtured, a goal you achieved, or a positive change you initiated. Remember that even small actions, a kind word, a moment of courage, a decision to change, have created ripples in the ocean of your experience. Write these examples with full awareness of your role as a conscious creator, acknowledging the power you have always held, even if you weren't always aware of it. Let each written word strengthen your recognition of the creative force that flows through you. Chapter 22. The Silent Power of the Void. In a bustling city of eternal sound, there lived a musician named Ravi, who played melodies that moved hearts and stirred souls. Yet his greatest discovery came not from the notes he played, but from the spaces between them. One evening, as he performed his usual piece, his instrument slipped from his grasp. In that moment of unexpected silence, he heard something profound, the resonance of stillness itself. You, like Ravi, may discover that your greatest power lies not in constant motion, but in moments of sacred pause. The universe speaks most clearly in whispers, and these whispers can only be heard when the mind grows still. As Ravi incorporated these precious moments of silence into his music, his melodies transformed. Where once there had been merely beautiful sounds, now there existed transcendent harmonies that touched the divine. The spaces between notes became as important as the notes themselves, creating a dance between sound and silence that reflected the very rhythm of creation. In the mountains of an ancient land, a traveler named Kai searched tirelessly for a sacred temple. For days he wandered through winding paths and dense forests, growing more lost with each step. Exhausted, he finally stopped beneath an old oak tree, surrendering to complete stillness. In that moment of quiet, when his mind ceased its endless chatter, the path revealed itself. The temple had been there all along, hidden not by distance but by his own restless seeking. The power of stillness flows through the fabric of existence. Just as the canvas must be blank before the painter begins, and the clay must be centered before the potter creates, your mind must find moments of pure silence to allow your visualizations to take root and flourish. Find a space where you will remain undisturbed. Sit comfortably and allow your body to settle into complete stillness. Close your eyes and let your breath become soft and natural. As thoughts arise, observe them without attachment, letting them pass like clouds in a vast sky. When you feel the stillness envelop you, gently bring forth the image of your heart's desire. Let it arise naturally from the silence, like a flower blooming in a peaceful garden. Notice how the stillness amplifies the clarity of your vision, how it allows you to perceive details that the busy mind might miss. Remain in this space of still awareness for several minutes, allowing your desire to exist within the void, neither grasping nor pushing away. Feel how the silence nurtures your vision, giving it space to take root in the fertile soil of possibility. Chapter 23. Harnessing the Quantum Field. In the halls of a renowned institute, there lived a scientist named Maya who dedicated her life to understanding the invisible forces that govern our world. Through years of meticulous research, she discovered something extraordinary, an intricate network of energy connecting every particle in existence, invisible to the naked eye but undeniably present. You, too, are part of this vast cosmic web, connected to every possibility and potential through the quantum field that permeates all of existence. This field responds to your thoughts and visualizations, creating ripples that shape the very fabric of reality. Maya's breakthrough came when she realized that consciousness itself influenced the behavior of particles. The mere act of observation changed the outcome of her experiments, revealing a profound truth. Your attention and intention directly affect the world around you. In a distant garden, a spider named Arya worked tirelessly in the pre-dawn hours, weaving her web between branches that seemed to float in space. To human eyes, her silk appeared to hang from nothing, yet she moved with unwavering certainty, connecting invisible points in perfect geometric patterns. Each strand she wove strengthened the whole, creating an intricate network that seemed to defy gravity itself. Like Arya's web, the quantum field connects all possibilities, all potential outcomes. Your visualizations act as silken threads, weaving connections between your current reality and your desired future. Every thought, every focused intention sends ripples through this cosmic web, attracting aligned circumstances and opportunities. Find a quiet space where you can sit undisturbed. Close your eyes and breathe deeply, allowing your awareness to expand beyond your physical form. Imagine yourself at the center of a vast, luminous web that extends infinitely in all directions. This is the quantum field, the invisible network that connects all things. Now bring to mind your deepest desire. See it as a glowing point of light in this cosmic web. From your heart, extend golden threads of energy toward this light. Feel how these threads vibrate with possibility, creating resonance throughout the entire network. Each thread represents a potential path to your desire, a connection being strengthened by your focused attention. Allow yourself to sense the countless unseen forces now working in harmony with your intention. Feel the support of the entire universe as your visualization sends waves of energy through the quantum field, aligning circumstances in your favor. Trust that your desire is already connected to you through this infinite web of possibility. Chapter 24, Overcoming Resistance with Ease. In the heart of an ancient valley, a river named Zephyr carved its path through the landscape. When Zephyr encountered a massive boulder blocking its course, it did not struggle or fight. Instead, its waters gracefully parted, flowing around both sides of the stone, reuniting on the other side in a dance of perfect harmony. The boulder, rather than hindering Zephyr's journey, became part of its story, creating melodious sounds as water played against stone. You, like Zephyr, possess the innate wisdom to flow around obstacles rather than exhausting yourself in resistance. The universe has gifted you with infinite paths to your desires. When one route appears blocked, countless others await your discovery. High above the valley, a young eagle named Solaris discovered the secret of effortless flight. Rather than battling against the wind, Solaris learned to sense the invisible thermal currents rising from the sun-warmed earth. By surrendering to these currents, Solaris soared higher than any eagle before, carried upward by forces that remained hidden to those below. What you perceive as resistance often masks an invitation to greater heights. Each challenge presents an opportunity to align more deeply with the natural flow of universal energy. Like Solaris riding the thermal currents, you can transform apparent obstacles into launching points for expansion. When you encounter resistance in manifesting your desires, wisdom lies not in forcing your way through, but in understanding the message it carries. Resistance serves as a compass, pointing toward areas where old beliefs await transformation. It reveals where you have yet to align with the natural flow of creation. The practice of flowing through resistance. Take your journal and create a sacred space for reflection. Bring to mind an area of your life where you feel blocked or resistant. Write about this resistance without judgment, as though you were describing a current in the river of your life. Now, imagine yourself as both the river and the observer. How might this obstacle be inviting you to flow in a new direction? What hidden opportunities lie within this apparent blockage? Write down the wisdom that emerges when you view this resistance as a teacher rather than an enemy. Finally, craft a new story about this situation, one where the resistance becomes a stepping stone to greater understanding. Let your words flow naturally, transforming challenge into opportunity, just as the river transforms obstacles into music. Chapter 25. Aligning with Divine Timing. In the rolling hills of a timeless countryside, a wise farmer named Ahmad tended his fields with patient devotion. While other farmers rushed to harvest their crops at the first sign of ripeness, Ahmad listened to the whispers of nature. He understood that each seed carried within it the perfect timing of its own unfoldment. You, like Ahmad, must learn to trust in the sacred timing of your desires, The universe orchestrates each manifestation with infinite wisdom, bringing forth your dreams at the precise moment when all elements align in perfect harmony. As autumn approached, neighboring farmers urged Ahmad to gather his harvest, fearing winter's early arrival. Yet Ahmad waited, observing the subtle signs in wind and soil. When others questioned his judgment, he simply smiled, knowing that nature's intelligence far exceeded human haste. His patience was rewarded with the most abundant harvest the valley had ever witnessed, each grain reaching its peak of perfection. In a distant city lived Xavier, a master clockmaker whose reputation spread far and wide. His timepieces were known not merely for their accuracy, but for the mysterious harmony they created. Xavier understood that each gear, spring, and wheel required precise placement and timing. He never rushed the assembly, knowing that forcing even one component would disturb the entire mechanism's delicate balance. Like Xavier's clockwork, your desires operate within an intricate cosmic mechanism. Each element of your manifestation moves in perfect synchronicity with universal forces. What appears as delay often serves as divine protection, ensuring all components align for optimal outcomes. Find a quiet space where you can enter a state of deep tranquility. Close your eyes and begin to breathe slowly, allowing each breath to carry you deeper into stillness. As your awareness settles, envision your deepest desire as a seed planted in the fertile soil of the universe. Watch as this seed begins its journey of manifestation, each stage unfolding with natural grace. See the tender shoot emerging at precisely the right moment, leaves unfurling in perfect sequence, and flowers blooming when conditions align completely. Trust that the universe knows the exact timing required for your desire to manifest in its most magnificent form. Feel yourself releasing any need to control the timing, surrendering to the wisdom that governs all creation. Allow your desire to develop according to its own divine schedule, knowing that universal intelligence orchestrates every detail with impeccable precision. Chapter 26, Rewiring Your Inner Blueprint. In the heart of an ancient city there lived a sculptor named Raya, who returned each year to her previous works, seeing them with fresh eyes. Where others saw finished masterpieces, she perceived new possibilities. With gentle hands, she would refine an angle here, soften an edge there, transforming what was already beautiful into something transcendent. You possess this same power to reshape the beliefs that form your reality. Like clay beneath the sculptor's knowing touch, your thoughts yield to conscious transformation. Each limiting belief stands as an unfinished sculpture, waiting for your wisdom to perfect it. As Raya worked, she understood that true artistry lay not in forcing change, but in revealing the perfection hidden within. She knew that each refinement brought her closer to the vision she held in her heart. With each passing season, her gallery became a testament to the power of patient transformation. In another part of the city lived Kamal, a master tailor whose reputation rested on his ability to achieve the perfect fit. When a garment did not drape exactly as envisioned, he would adjust his pattern with meticulous care. He understood that the blueprint determined the final form, and no detail was too small to perfect. Your subconscious patterns are like these patterns of the master tailor. When your life does not reflect your deepest desires, the time has come to examine and adjust your inner blueprint. Each limiting belief can be recut, reshaped, and refined until it aligns perfectly with your vision. The ancient practice of belief transformation. Take your journal and find a quiet moment of reflection. Write down one belief that no longer serves your highest vision. Examine it as Raya examined her sculptures, with eyes that see both what is and what could be. Now, with the precision of Kamal's adjustments, transform this belief into an empowering truth. Feel the resonance of this new belief in your heart. Let it settle into your consciousness like a perfectly fitted garment, knowing that this adjustment brings you closer to embodying your desired reality. Chapter 27. Embodying the Vision. In the heart of a bustling city lived Amara, a street musician who played her violin as if performing in the grandest concert halls. Though her stage was merely a weathered street corner, she carried herself with the grace and presence of a renowned virtuoso. Each note she drew from her instrument rang with the confidence of one who had already achieved mastery. Those who passed by felt themselves transported, not by the humble surroundings, but by the majesty she embodied. For Amara understood a truth as old as time itself. That reality shapes itself around our deepest convictions. She didn't merely dream of success, she lived it in every gesture, every bow stroke, every graceful acknowledgement of her imagined audience. This truth echoes across the ages. When you align your entire being with your vision, the universe conspires to make it manifest. Your thoughts, emotions, and actions must sing in harmony with the reality you wish to create. In a distant valley, a tiny seedling pushed through the soil, already containing within itself the full majesty of the mighty oak it would become. Though its branches were yet tender and small, its roots reached deep into the earth with unwavering certainty. Each day, it grew not just toward the sun, but toward its own innate knowing of what it would become. Like this seedling, you carry within you the complete pattern of your desired reality. Every choice, every thought, every feeling is an opportunity to align with this pattern. When you move through your days as though your vision has already manifested, you water the seeds of your future with the energy of certainty. The ancient practice of living your vision. As you begin each day, step fully into the reality you have envisioned. Move, speak, and interact with others as though your desires have already manifested. Feel the emotions that naturally arise from living your fulfilled vision. Let every action flow from this place of completion. Like Amara with her violin, carry yourself with the quiet dignity of one who knows their truth has already been realized. Like the seedling, grow steadily toward your vision with unshakable faith in what you are becoming. For in this alignment of being, your outer world cannot help but reshape itself to match the reality you have already claimed within. Chapter 28. The Ripple Effect of Visualization. In the heart of an ancient monastery garden, a wise monk taught a simple yet powerful lesson. Taking a single pebble, he cast it into the stillness of a sacred pool. The ripples moved outward in perfect circles, touching every shore, transforming the entire surface of the water. Your inner transformation, he would say, creates waves that touch countless lives. You possess this same power within you. Each time you align with your highest vision, you create ripples of change that extend far beyond your immediate experience. Your thoughts, like that pebble, send waves of influence through the fabric of consciousness itself. In a distant mountain village, there lived an old woman who kept a single lantern burning through the darkest nights. At first, her neighbors questioned this practice until they noticed how her light helped them find their way home. Soon others began placing lanterns in their windows. Night by night the village grew brighter until the entire mountainside glowed with shared light. This truth reveals itself across time. Your personal light illuminates paths for others. When you hold steady to your vision, when you embody the change you wish to see, you become a beacon that guides and inspires. Your transformation catalyzes change in ways you may never fully witness. The universe operates as an interconnected web of consciousness. Each thought you think, each vision you hold, contributes to the collective field of possibility. As you raise your own vibration through conscious visualization, you elevate the frequency of all those connected to you. Think of yourself as a note in the grand symphony of existence. As you tune yourself to the frequency of your desires, you help harmonize the entire orchestra. Your personal practice of visualization becomes an offering to the whole. Ancient practice of collective transformation. Find a quiet space and close your eyes. Begin by visualizing your heart's deepest desire as a glowing light within your chest. Feel this light growing stronger, brighter, expanding beyond the boundaries of your physical form. See it touching those closest to you, family, friends, colleagues, bringing positive change to their lives. Watch as this light continues to spread, reaching your neighborhood, your city, rippling outward like waves on a pond. Observe how your transformed state uplifts and inspires others, creating a cascade of positive change. Feel the joy of knowing that your personal growth contributes to the evolution of all. Let your visualization expand until you sense your light merging with the greater light of collective consciousness, knowing that your individual transformation serves the highest good of all. Chapter 29, Infinite Possibilities Unlocked. In the annals of time, there exists a tale of an explorer who ventured beyond known maps. With each step forward, the horizon before him stretched further, revealing new wonders that beckoned him onward. Where others saw boundaries, he witnessed doorways to greater mysteries. The more he discovered, the more he understood that limits existed only in the mind. You stand at a similar threshold now. The universe unfolds before you as an endless canvas of possibility, waiting for you to paint your grandest dreams upon it. Just as the explorer found no end to his journey, your potential for growth and creation knows no bounds. There once lived a child in a modest village who spent hours gazing at clouds. While others saw mere shapes, she perceived entire worlds waiting to be explored. In her mind's eye, she traveled through crystal cities in the sky, sailed on ships made of starlight, and spoke with beings of pure wisdom. Her elders smiled indulgently at what they thought were mere fantasies, but she knew a truth they had forgotten: that imagination opens doors to real magic. This child's wisdom mirrors an eternal truth. Your creative power has no limits. The universe responds not to the size of your dreams, but to the conviction with which you hold them. When you release the constraints of what seems possible, you tap into the infinite field of all potential. The boundaries you perceive are like mirages in the desert. They dissolve as you approach them. Each time you expand your vision, the universe reveals new horizons of possibility. Your capacity to create extends far beyond your current understanding, reaching into dimensions of experience you have yet to imagine. Ancient practice of infinite vision. Find a peaceful space where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths, allowing your awareness to expand with each exhale. Begin to imagine something far beyond what you currently believe possible for yourself. Let it be grand, magnificent, perhaps even seemingly impossible by today's standards. As this vision forms, don't concern yourself with how it might manifest. Instead, feel the energy of this expanded reality. Notice how your body responds to this greater possibility. Allow yourself to merge with the feeling of this vision as if it were already real. Breathe into any resistance that arises, knowing that discomfort often signals the edge of your current beliefs. Let your consciousness expand beyond these edges, embracing the vastness of what's possible. Hold this expanded state for several minutes, anchoring it in your being. Chapter 30, The Visionary Life. In the highest mountains, where ancient wisdom whispers through ageless peaks, there lived a sage named Kairos. Unlike others who sought enlightenment through separation from the world, Kairos embraced life in its fullness, understanding that every moment offered an opportunity for conscious creation. You see, Kairos moved through his days as though dancing with the universe itself. When he tended his garden, he first held the vision of flourishing plants in his mind. As he prepared his meals, he visualized the nourishment flowing through his body. In every action, no matter how small, he maintained an unwavering connection to his creative power. Those who observed him noticed that his life seemed to flow with an effortless grace, as though reality itself bent to meet his inner vision. Yet when asked about his secret, he would simply smile and say, "I have merely remembered what you have temporarily forgotten, that life itself is an ongoing act of creation." In the valleys below the mountains flows a river named Eternal. Since time immemorial, it has carved its path through the landscape, never questioning its journey toward the vast ocean. As it approaches its destination, there is no struggle, no resistance. The river simply becomes one with the greater body of water, its individual identity dissolving into the whole. This river teaches you a profound truth about your own journey with visualization. Just as the river naturally flows toward its destination, your visions seek to merge with physical reality. There is no separation between your inner world and the outer manifestation. They are one continuous flow of creation. The practice of visualization is not a temporary tool to be used and set aside. It is the very essence of conscious living, as natural as breathing. Every thought you hold, every image you nurture in your mind, contributes to the ongoing creation of your reality. Take your journal and find a quiet space where you can reflect deeply. Begin by writing about how visualization has transformed your understanding of reality thus far. Then, contemplate the following questions. How will you incorporate the practice of visualization into your morning routine? Write about specific moments when you will pause to align your inner vision with your desired reality. In what ways can you maintain conscious awareness of your creative power throughout your daily activities? Consider ordinary tasks that can become opportunities for visualization. What evening practices will help you review and strengthen your visions before sleep? Write your answers as though you are already living this way, using present tense to anchor these practices in your reality. Let your words serve as a blueprint for your journey as a conscious creator. Conclusion. You stand now at a sacred threshold, having journeyed through the ancient wisdom that has been shared across generations. The power of visualization, this divine gift that transforms thoughts into reality, now flows naturally through your consciousness. Like a master artist who has learned to wield their brush with precision, you possess the ability to paint your desires onto the canvas of existence. This knowledge you now hold is not merely information to be stored away, but a living force that grows stronger with each passing day. The practice of visualization has become as natural as breathing, an integral part of your being. You understand that every thought you nurture, every image you hold in your mind, contributes to the masterpiece of your life. The journey you have undertaken has awakened something timeless within you. The recognition that you are, and always have been, a conscious creator of your reality. This wisdom cannot be unlearned, for it resonates with the deepest truth of your being. You see now that visualization is not a technique to be used occasionally, but the very essence of conscious living. As you move forward from these pages, carry this understanding: your creative power knows no bounds. Each day presents countless opportunities to align your inner vision with your desired reality. Whether in moments of quiet reflection or amid daily activities, you possess the ability to shape your experience through the power of your focused imagination. Find a quiet space where you can sit undisturbed. Close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths, allowing each exhale to carry you deeper into a state of peaceful awareness. Begin to feel a warm glow of gratitude emanating from your heart for this journey of discovery. Now, envision your life as an ever-expanding spiral of light, each turn bringing new opportunities for growth and creation. See yourself moving through your days with the quiet confidence of one who understands their creative power. Feel the joy of watching your visions manifest with increasing ease and grace. Imagine your future unfolding like a golden path before you, illuminated by the light of infinite possibilities. See yourself touching the lives of others through your enhanced awareness, your very presence inspiring those around you to recognize their own creative potential. Allow waves of gratitude to wash over you as you embrace this gift of conscious creation. Take a moment to appreciate how far you've come and the boundless journey that lies ahead. When you feel complete, slowly open your eyes, knowing that you carry within you the eternal flame of creation. If you enjoyed this exclusive audiobook, I handpicked this next book which will change your life.